Alright, so it does take a while for the list to load, especially if the user has a lot of followers. But this is what it will look like once it's done. And you can see the last tweet by each of the users, their username, the name that they use, as well as the user ID. So what I do, and this is the process I followed, I click the uncheck all, and then I save all, and it says 9,317 unique user IDs were saved, and then the duplicates, so people that are already on my list, or my to follow list, are skipped over. And now when you go over to follow, or I'm sorry, to the to follow list, you'll see the previous people on my list here, as well as the new ones. So this is a user, CoffeeNate, that I'm now going to go after all of his followers. So that was my first strategy, or my first step. And something else I did to build a to follow list is the tweet search. So anybody searching, or sorry, anybody that has a tweet with these keywords, coffee maker, I searched any distance, so I may also want coffee maker reviews. This might be even more relevant, and I can search within 1,000 miles, choose the recency, so I said any, and I'll search now. So then it shows me everybody, including myself, that has had a tweet that has coffee maker reviews in it. So I'll select all and save all. And so added 8 more to the list. So yeah, that's the first step, is to build a to follow list. And what I would recommend is following people who already follow industry leaders. And of course you want to do this after you establish your black white list. So these users, CoffeeNate and Coffee Cup News, are actually on my white list. So even if they don't follow me back, I won't unfollow them automatically. And then you could set up your follow back automaticity, if that's even a word, and you would have to click this button here. So automation was on, now it's off, now it's back on again. And you can either do it in bulk, so I could send 44 follow backs right now if there were 44 people that I had to follow back, or I could just set it up automatically, and I can create that ratio that I outlined in the image on the post where I review TweetAdder. So I could stop sending follows, or follow backs rather, once my following to follow ratio reaches 2 to 1. So if I'm already following, say, 1,000 people and I only have 500 followers, at that point, even if somebody new followed me, I wouldn't follow them back because my ratio had been reached. So that's a cool feature, and you should definitely set up that automatic feature for follow backs. It's all about the reciprocation when it comes to building your Twitter following. And then similarly, you want to automatically unfollow people that don't follow you back. So down here, who to unfollow, you can unfollow any non-reciprocal follows. So that's how I had it set up. And I usually wait 3 days. You could wait a full week. You could wait even 365 days if you want. But 3 days has worked well for me. I think that gives people enough time for a follow back. And you want to make sure you click this button too. So automation's on, it's green, it's good to go. Now for tweets, I've just gone through all the posts on my website and I've added tweets one by one here. So let's go over to the overview again. Since I don't have any tweets for Search and Birch in my tweet list, I'll create one right now. So check out my review for TweetAdder. and then I can add a link here. And once I put in, I could put in a URL shortener. So looks like my link is going to be this. So www.searchandperch.com/that. You're going to have to enter an API key and login, etc. But I'll just put no link here right now. So I'll add that later. And you can add it. Or you can tweet now. And internet marketing is cool. This is just an example. Basically, you can randomize the order. You could post tweets every 3 to 7 minutes. You could do it every 3 to 100 minutes. You could post in a random order, which I like to do. And if you do recurring tweets, these tweets on the list will not be removed after they're posted, so they'll recur. So this is definitely a cool thing to set up, and something I've actually done with top-rated coffee makers, as you'll see here. So I've got a list of tweets that I'm still building every day, but they post in random order. I do every 20-30 minutes, maximum of 20 per day, and I do recurring tweets. I also have some RSS feeds here, so this tweets the title of new posts in an RSS feed I choose, so I'm going to add some more to that. I also have retweets for certain users, so you just add the username, and if they have a certain keyword in their tweets that you want to especially highlight, so if I wanted to do coffee, I could add the retweet, but you have to have a Twitter username too. Put in here. And last thing I would recommend, I created a thank you message for everybody that follows me. So it says, thanks for the follow, download my free 100+ page ebook of coffee maker reviews over at www.topratedcoffeemakers.com. Enjoy. So you definitely want to have those set up, a thank you message for the people that follow you. It's a nice touch, and it's a good way to get people driven to your site immediately upon following you. So those are my tips. That's exactly what I've done with at least one of my profiles, and I'm working on it with Search and Perch, but that's got me to, right now, I'm at 1,400 followers, and that's all, well, I guess that's all in a 4-month period. I wasn't really using it heavily from the onset, but these settings should get you going pretty quickly. And even more so if you choose to have a follower ratio. So I have stopped sending follows when the ratio reaches 1.1 to 1, but if you did something bigger, so say 2 to 1, you could probably rack up a lot more followers more quickly, although your ratio would initially be a bit off. So there's an overview of TweetAdder for you. Hope it helps, and let me know what you think about these settings and about the software in general if you decide to use it. Thanks.